Who's good babies? Oh, hi, Judge. Yes, that's my... How are you, Otis? Otis.
He's currently in protection mode.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Oh, there's my big old tank.
Things are taking over.
Hi, Colleen.
Look at the massive thing.
So it's been a week since my son went to visit his mom. He comes home tonight. His plane took off 40 minutes ago. It's a 3-hour flight. But for him, it will seem almost like a 5-hour flight because we're 2 hours ahead. So he left at like 9:30 p.m. in Ontario. He'll land here at 11:35 p.m. It's fun. It is. Just trying to grab a shirt of some type. Got to make sure to have my ID on me. All that fun stuff. I love my kids. I do. I really do. I've also very much loved having some time alone with my wife. We don't have family here. We haven't had family or the ability to get away from the kids or have a break from the kids for almost 6 years. So the fact that they're all visiting right now has been immensely amazing. It was great to have them all here when my other 3 came to visit, but it's been even better to have some time to realize just how much we love each other and all that fun stuff. It's not like we actually ever forgot how much we loved each other, but it was one of those things where with no kids around, you were like, oh shit, just sitting here, I don't even have to do anything, just sitting here with you is amazing for me. And that's where we're at. So yeah, I'm happy to have had the time. He comes back, hopefully things get better, and we continue to move on.
5 minutes past the flight leaving.
0 to 5 minutes for security wait times. You know you're not in Toronto when. You know, I never noticed that we had a Saskatchewan souvenir vending machine.
Oh, look at you.
The 3 amigos, the 3 musketeers, the 3 morons, the 3 stooges. So I just stepped on the scale. Came up as 301 pounds. For years, I'd call myself a 300-pound man, but I was sitting at about 285. I was just rounding up. Biggest I ever was in my time of depression and not wanting to live and having given up on everything was 360. So I'm creeping up on that again. I still have a lot more muscle mass under this fat than I had then, because I haven't completely gone soft. But I do have boobs again. I do have a gut again. I need to get out of this. So what I said when I looked at that scale is, am I depressed? Am I back in that world where I've given up on life? And the answer is a wholehearted no. And then I said, well, if the answer to that is no, what am I going to do about it? And really, I'm not eating that much. I'm eating too late sometimes. So some days I might have to go without a meal or two. I do snack, but I don't snack that badly. But I'm in my 40s now, so the idea of, hey, let's have some cookies or something might have to go. The refined sugars might have to go. I have to make some choices, right? Do I want to give up on my beer drinking? No, I don't. But I don't drink that much. But I have to account for those calories. So I'm going to have to start working out again. I've been saying I was going to for a bit now. I think this was the realization. And the fact that I could sit down and go, am I doing this for a purpose? Or is this just, I've let things slip too much? And the answer is, I've just let things slip. So I can't continue to let things slip. I have to work on that. I have to fix that. I have to be around for my kids. I have to be around for my wife. So with all that in mind, I have quite simply decided that we're going to start working out, going to start hiking again, going to start doing everything I used to like to do before I went to the Arctic and before I let the Arctic destroy me. Before I let the company that I worked for ruin my spirit. We're gonna fix this. We're going to find a way to make life more enjoyable for myself, if for lack of a better way of thinking about it, and more. Most of you probably don't want to think about this, but I have sex on the regular. I have sex usually almost every night. I've started to lose my breath during that. I gotta fix that. I can't lose my stamina for that. So yeah, I think I might, if anyone's interested, I might take you guys on this weight loss journey. I don't want to be skinny. I've never wanted to be skinny. In the best shape of my life, I was 320 pounds and had no body fat, really. I had something like 7 or 8%. The best shape I've been in the last decade, I was 250 pounds, and again, I was down at like 7 to 10% body fat. And I mean, I'm good with that. I've always been a bulky guy. I've always been a broad guy. I've always been a barrel-chested guy. Usually, though, there's a lot of muscle on top of all that. It's not just me, right? It's me plus. And we got to get back to that. We got to get back to being the big, strong guy. I don't know if in my early 40s I'll be able to get to being the big, strong guy again, or if I'll just be a naturally big guy. But I got to work on getting that weight down. So my first end goal is to hit down to below 270. And then we'll see where we're at there. I think my total end goal, if I hit every one of my milestones, is going to be about 250. I think I'd be happy at 250, taking an extra 50 pounds off of this body. But when I get there, if I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I'm still pretty chubby and all that, might try and go lower. To put into perspective, when I was 320 and my wife had just left me and all that, I was wearing a 46 or a 48 waist. When I dropped down to 240, I could fit a 36, but 38 was my comfortable level. So, I mean, I lost almost a whole person in that transformation. And I don't know where this transformation will go. If it goes anywhere close to that, I'll be ecstatic. But again, I put on a lot of muscle there. Now, coming back up, I'm only 20 pounds away from my heaviest. My heaviest in my worst times. And I'm wearing 3 sizes smaller. I'm wearing a 42. So if I can get down to a 40 or a 48, I'll be extremely happy. Who the hell is calling me? Okay, bye guys.